Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling page. Today we're going to be doing a super quick mini collage in my craft journal. And for those people who like art journaling or like making cards or, having pages being used in multiple ways, this is a great technique for you. So I'm just starting off really simply using some grey paint. This is elephant paint along the inside of my craft journal, just sort of making a border across the middle basically, and then I'm going to do some stamping in the background. So I've got this text stamp. This is from Darkroom Doors, just random text, and you can see I'm not being too particular about how I'm stamping. Some of it's got gaps in it, that's okay, because I'm going to be putting some collage over the top of this anyway. And then going in with some red gloss spray or red paint and splattering it across the background. And I really love the combination of red, black and grey together. It's just something about it really appeals to me. So once I've done that, I'm just drying it off and then adding in a little bit more collage into the background. So I've got some of this dotty paper that I'm going to add in to my page, and then I've got some stamping I'm going to do in the background as well. So I've got these leaf stamps. These ones are from Dina Wakley. You could draw these though, they're fairly simple shapes to draw out if you didn't want to, if you didn't have them or didn't want to stamp them in. But one thing I've found is usually I don't stamp into my art journals because they're a bit lumpy and bumpy, the paper is a bit funny, and you don't usually get clear impressions. But I found in this craft journal, because the paper is so thick, you get a really great impression when you're stamping into it. I'm then going around with my white pen once I find one that works, and just outlining the outsides of my stamped images. So really scratchy lines. You can see I'm not being very particular about what I'm doing, and I really like that. I've found that if I'm trying to outline something perfectly, I'll always make a mistake and it stands out to me, whereas if I'm trying to deliberately be imperfect, it sort of just works. I'm sure there's a scientific reason for it, but it is what it is. So this is a stamp from Darkroom Doors as well, which is just a semic text along the bottom, so just random script-like writing. It doesn't actually say anything meaningful on it, but it's just a really great way to add some interest onto your page. I've got this little paper doll as well. This is one of the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I had it prepared from another project and never actually ended up using it, so it was kind of sitting on my desk already, and I thought, I could use that in this page. So I'm just adding on some transparent wings, putting on a dot of glue to keep it there, and then gluing it down onto my page. So I have put a little bit of glue onto the transparent wings as well. I've tried to put it in areas that had the black printing on it so you don't really see it, but the glue does dry clear, so it really doesn't matter in the long run. Also, when I was tidying up, I found my little stash of sticky rhinestones, so I thought it'd be quite funky to have those as little buttons on my man, so I stuck those on too. So, you can see from what I've created here, this could translate over into a card design really easily. It would look, fantastic. Put a happy birthday on it or something like that. It's so quick and easy. I decided I did want to have a crown on my man though, so I'm just painting up a piece of white card with metallic paint. This one is, I think it's called Interference Bronze from Golden, the company Golden. It's the best, I don't know why it's called bronze, because it's the best gold that I've got in my kit, and quite often I'll just paint up a piece of cardboard, have it sitting in my little collage stash so that I can cut up these little crowns to put on to people whenever I feel the need for someone to have a crown. I thought my little person looked a little bit lonely, so I was going to put another figure on with him as well, but I decided not to in the end, and instead I thought I'd balance it up by putting a quote on the page. So I've got this one, which is "See the world." So this is one of the quote chips from Tim Holtz. Because they're quite thick, I tend to peel them off the background, so that they sit a little bit flatter. And you'll notice I actually deliberately placed that so I could have his hand resting on top of it. So when you're looking at how your dolls sort of fit into the world, see, if they're sitting down, make sure they're sitting on something. If they're standing on something, make sure they're standing on something. If they've got their hand out, it might be resting on something. So it is important to sort of look at the little doll and see what it needs. So I hope you try making a page like that in your journal or on a card or on an ACT. And until next time, bye for now.